Pitch, as always in Sharjah, is an excellent one for batting. And there's no doubt that any team that bats first, they'll be looking for a score of around 250 plus. The toss was won by India and they put Sri Lanka into bat. The teams for today's game, one change in the Indian team. Hemang Badani gets an opportunity here today, and that's at the expense of Venkatesh Prasad. Prasad not playing this game because of a stiff neck, and the team think tank thought it's better off resting him for the final. The Sri Lankan team, also one change there. Veeraratna not playing, and in his place, Upashanta getting a game. Let's join the action. It's the first over of the innings. A fired-up Zahir Khan on his way to Sanat Jayasuriya.
Zahir Khan himself not really showing any amount of interest. Few appeals from behind the stumps though.
Very good delivery. I think this is pitched on the seam and come back. It's the height that's caused the problem. It's just bounced a bit too much. Let's see, beautifully delivered. Comes back off the seam and very high.
Going the other direction this time. Good movement here for Zahir Khan. We haven't seen this amount of movement since the tournament started.
And again, just shows you he might be a young man, but he's thinking. Perhaps just a fraction wide, but he's sent him back with the 3 deliveries. He's really got him on the back foot.
First run off the bat. Got there quite comfortably in the end. 2 overs gone, 4 without loss Sri Lanka. He'll have to be quick. I'm not too sure he was quick enough. I think he was fortunate more than quick.
That's what pressure does for you. Sanat Jayasuriya, he wants to get away from the strike. He wants to turn over the strike. He's timed this one too well. I think he would have been gone. If that had hit, I'm sure he would have been gone. Set off straight away, but he's hit it quite hard to mid-off. Way out. Very lucky.
Good shot by Kalu. Well timed. Good chase on. Will he get there? He does. Well fielded. 3 runs though. That's gone a long way. I think it will go all the way. It does.
He knows they're bowling straight at him, Sanat Jayasuriya. He's got it worked out now. And also, Gurkha's just swinging it into the left-hander, trying to tuck him up. And when he gets it on the half volley length, Jayasuriya is quite happy to pick it up. Slower delivery, and he's just picked it up with a minimum of fuss.
Third man will be brought into play here. Caught.
Always likely to happen. He plays in that area, Sanat Jayasuriya. A little bit of width. I was wondering when they were going to bowl a wide one to him. Bowled straight, and then suddenly you slip in the wide one, inviting the drive. And that's exactly what's happened here. Ajita Gurkha, a really wide one. He didn't quite hit it off the middle, Sanat Jayasuriya. He likes to hit it over point for 6. This time it's just spooned down to backward. Third man. And Zahir Khan standing there has taken a nice, neat catch. So they lose their first. Jayasuriya out for 11, 22 for 1.
Vanata Patu, the new batsman for Sri Lanka. He's not on strike. Batsman crossed while the ball was in the air. Dropped. Sachin Tendulkar at first slip.
And that was always on the cards too. He's getting it to swing more than we've seen in the whole tournament, Ajita Gurkha, and that was a perfect delivery, just getting it to go away to the right-hander. Kalu spotted it, lovely edge, and as slip catches go, that's how you'd like them. I think it's gone quicker than Sachin Tendulkar anticipated. He's got there late. He's had to go to his left, which always indicates that you sometimes wait for the keeper to go. Got two hands to it, but couldn't hold it.
Again, well bowled. The finger goes up this time. This is an inspired spell from Ajit Agarkar. Sri Lanka have lost both their openers.
Excellent delivery from him. He's been getting the ball to go away from the right-hander with the deliveries before, but this time got it to jack back on Kaluwithana. Kaluwithana not a very long stride forward, and umpire Dunn didn't have too much hesitation. See, coming back on him, may have done a little bit too much.
So Kaluwithana departs, 25 for 2. That's a fine shot from Atapadu. Excellent placement.
That's a fine shot by Atapadu. In fact, breaks the shackles. Gangul's got this tendency to over-pitch, particularly early in his spell, and Atapadu making full use of it. Beautifully timed, and behind the bowler's back, there's always runs.
Sachin Tendulkar is not on the field at the moment, but there's no real problem with him. Now that's a fine shot too. The effort isn't good enough. Boundary signal. Control shot here from Jayawardena. And again going for the pull here. And that could be a dangerous shot when the ball doesn't bounce. 46 for 2.
46 for 2 the score. 13 overs have been bowled. This has been a good start for the Indians, and well, a few close calls for Sri Lanka. And this last over, just have a look at this. The ball bounces down into the air and then actually does hit the stumps, but the bails, and then he goes back with his foot as well and very nearly kicked it back onto the stumps.
That's well played. The effort was good, but once again, not good enough. He did all the hard work and then only dragged the ball back past the boundary line.
Very unfortunate. Got to the ball and it looked as if he had done enough to save the boundary.
And that allows him to play that shot. Excellent placing again. That's a lovely shot. Can't get more delicate than that, and it was intentional too. Misfield. Jayawardena this time playing the shot Atapadu played in the last over. Again the result the same. Now that's a tremendous shot. 50 here for Mahela Jayawardena. Good use of his feet and hitting it inside out.
Per over. Yes, I think India have drifted a little bit with their attack today. That's for good. Desperate attempt out on the boundary. There's a lot of diving goes on these days. See him there trying to get across to that one, just got his fingertips to it.
Once again, a very nice use of the feet by Marvin Atapattu, getting up to the pitch of it and smashing it into that extra cover boundary.
And that beats the short third man, running away down to 4 more. His outfield pretty quick. That went flying down to third man for 4.
Tendulkar has not been able to keep the Sri Lankan batsmen quiet. They've been picking up their boundaries together with the singles, and there you are. That's a bit of leg spin from Tendulkar.
Well, that's well played too. That's going to be close. No, he'll cut it off. A lot of work being done down there on the boundary. Sachin doing the fielding there, and that brings up the 150.
Let's rejoin the action in the 33rd over. It's 160 for 2. Zahir Khan to Jayawardene.
In the air, over the top. 4. Yes, just for a second it looked as if that might be going to mid-on. Boy, doesn't that ball look tatters. Visit us as www.indianteamvictory. Yep, a bit of innovative sign language there.
Oh, that was delicately played by Jayawardene, showing that his innings is not all about power. Nicely put away, using the pace of the ball and realizing that there was no down, one down that fine leg, getting it right on the spot.
Over the top, that's a tremendous shot. One bouncing into the boundary for 4. Just a little bit of room, opening the face of the bat a little bit, hitting straight through the ball. Mahela is getting that form of his back.
Oh, the attempted back of the hand, and it's just been flipped away by Jayawardene. The intensity has gone out of the Indians' play. They know they've got the final on Sunday. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. Stand and deliver. Square drive. A beauty. In the air, but through. Just stood up on it. That's when you are seeing the ball well and full of confidence. That wasn't a bad ball by any stretch of the imagination. Well, look at that. Nice thick Manhattan, plenty of big overs there. Acceleration all the way through. Run rate is 5.3, but almost a third wicket.
But Marvin Atapattu, you could see there, took many steps. Was a long way out. That's a good shot though, straight down the ground.
Easy as you like. A couple of skips down the track and straight over the bowler's head. Could be 4 again. It is. Fielder in vain. Vidani lucky not to hurt himself there. Dug the old knee into the ground. The acceleration coming from Jayawardene.
I'm not too sure if the course is able to keep up with all this run scoring. They want more making notes on his card, but runs are coming in a flurry.
Oh, and that's edged away for 4. And what was a reasonably good over has turned into a good one for Sri Lanka.
Plenty of batting to come, quite a few shot makers there, and not many overs to go. That's a formula for getting stuck in, and that's probably what they will do. This is Zahir Khan, 7 overs, no wicket for 26. He's bowled well so far. Oh, that's a great shot through cover, right off the middle of the bat. Marvin Atapattu. He hasn't played a better shot than that today. Wonderful cover drive.
This is magnificently played, and the good thing about this shot from Adapadu is that it's a genuine cricketing shot. Gets into position early, gives himself room, and just slams it past cover. Everything right about it. This has been a magnificent exhibition of batting. 212 this partnership worth. You don't see that too often in one-day cricket.
Yes, well, that equals the best partnership, the third best partnership for Sri Lanka in one-day internationals. 213. Correction, that's the third wicket partnership. So that equals the best third wicket partnership for Sri Lanka, which previously stood, now currently stands, with the partnership against Pakistan in Lahore back in the season of 97. Surya and Aravinda de Silva. Well, that's it. That's the best third wicket partnership now. It's gone down to the boundary for 4. So despite the fact that Sri Lanka got off to a bad start today, they really have rectified this situation.
Yes, this time Jayawardene getting into the act, giving himself room, and really he was aiming to blast this one past cover, but he gets a thickish outside edge. Third man is a little too square, and all these are useful runs in this situation of the game. Sri Lanka eyeing a big score here.
There's another one for 4. That's a nice little... no, it's not. It's off the pads.
Yes, Agarkar was looking to follow Marwan Adapadu here. He sensed he might be giving himself some room. And this is frustrating for the fielding side. The ball just kissing the pad there, beating the keeper, beating fine leg. Runs coming thick and fast here for the Sri Lankans. This has been a great counter-attack. 25 for 2 when these two came to the crease. 250 for 2 now.
Well, just to give you some idea of how well these two have done, the best wicket in all, the best third wicket partnership in all one-day cricket is between Rahul Dravid and Sachin Tendulkar. That's the India-Kenya match in Bristol in May '99. They put on 237, so that's the number 1 partnership, third wicket. And these guys are getting pretty close to breaking that.
There's shots all around the ground for Jayawardene.
This could be out. There's a fieldsman back there. Yes, that's the end of the partnership. They won't break the record. Zahir Khan takes the catch at deep mid-off. That is the end of a fabulous innings. Mahela Jayawardene, who's had a bit of a tough time just recently, has completed his top score in one-day international cricket. He really has done it in style.
A rousing hand for a superb innings. Even Marwan Adapadu was clapping. He's a tremendous young player, a class operator. And he's brought all his skills into play today. 128 or 122, 251 for 3.
That's nice placement. This might be 4. Yes, it is. Good placement and nice timing. Russell Arnold getting it away for 4. Straight down the ground. Has he hit it well enough? Yes, he has. Well, that's a very good shot. If you hit it really well, you got men at mid-off and mid-on, goes for 4, you've done well.
Yes, I think the bowler will be disappointed because this is not all that bad a delivery. You must give credit to the batsman here. Low full toss at times, it's not easy to put it away, especially when you have 2 men back in the deep. He's split the field here to perfection.
In the air and down to the boundary for 4 again. They are cutting loose, Sri Lanka. They are not going to finish here until the last ball is bowled. There's 1 to go in this over. The crowd, the Sri Lankan crowd here, having a lovely time at the moment. The Indians have gone a little quiet, but rest assured they'll come alive if Sachin and Sorov get going. Over his bat now. Tendulkar on his way in. That's it, that's well played. Wonderful performance. That's his 5th one-day international century. His 2nd against India, his 1st against Sharjah. His captain and his colleagues are on their feet. So is every Sri Lanka in the stadium.
Well-deserved applause for another fine innings from Muralitharan.
289 for 3, 1 over to go. And they'll give it everything here. Muralitharan trying to have much strength left. He's 100. Arnold on 27. He's the one likely to really get it away. He's on strike now. Zahir Khan, the bowler. He's trying to fly that one away. Just a little bit too quick for him. And he's going to turn around. This could be out. Yes, did it hit the stumps? Yes, he's out. That's the end of that. Well, in his enthusiasm, I think he thought that Adipadu was coming. But that's the end of a very unselfish innings by Russell Arnold. 27 of 20 balls, good effort.
Yes, he's done the job for his side. Sri Ram was the man who was throwing the ball. The throw was accurate. Hit the stumps direct. Arnold was backing up too far. But he's played his part. 28 of 21, 290 for 4.
Well, he's got bat on ball. They'll be looking for the second one. Back comes Muralitharan. This could be run out. Oh, it's close. He wants a replay. I think it's pretty close.
Yes, it wasn't a direct hit, and it will still be touch and go because the throw from Agarkar in the deep is good. They were always coming back for the second because they knew this was the last ball of the innings. And he looks in trouble here. No, he's made his ground. In fact, might just be on the line, the bat. We'll have to see when the bails come off. It's come out there, and yes, short of his ground.
It's a good effort, actually. Just, I think, probably just out. Just to keep an eye on the lights there, because this could be the difference at the end of the day. Who knows? Then let's have a look. The bail gone? Yes, it has. The bail's gone there, and so that's out. Right, so the score remains on, what does it go to now? 294. Yes, he got the red light. So 294 is what Sri Lanka have ended up with. That is the highest score made in this tournament so far, anyhow. There is the batting card. Adipadu 102, Jayawardene 128, Arnold a quick fire 28. 294 for 5.
So India need 295 at 5.9 runs per over, a big ask, and much depends on Sachin Tendulkar. It's the first over, Sourav Ganguly facing Chaminda Vas. He's gone here. Vas has struck. Ganguly was looking for the pull. And it's the second time in 2 matches against Sri Lanka. Vas has dismissed Ganguly off a short delivery.
And I knew it was coming, and they talked about it, and everybody knows that Sourav Ganguly isn't happy with the short pitch delivery. I think he sort of premeditated that was going to happen. Chaminda Vas not scared to bang it in, and that's quite right too. Looking to go after it, try and stamp his authority early on, Ganguly, but really didn't get anywhere near it. It was on him a bit too quickly. That's quite a heavy bat. Just lobbed it to the man on the edge of the circle, neatly judged, and that's a very big breakthrough. Chaminda Vas naturally delighted. Ganguly on his way for 1. It's 2 for 1.
He goes after that one. That's a spanking striker. First boundary for Tendulkar.
He's got the right idea, but he's bowling too wide. That one is really spanked away. Too much room. You can't bowl it outside off there. Look at that free swing of the arms, and that's flashed away.
He's blazed at that one. Another boundary. That was fiercely struck on the up.
He's backing his eye, Sachin. He's going to go for it. And this will set Sanath Jayasuriya thinking, you can't use just pure pace. There's got to be a change of pace here. He's just whacked that one on the up. Beautifully struck. The man's way back on the edge of the circle, but he can't lay a hand on this.
That's good timing from Sri Lanka. Very good timing. It beats Zoysa to the boundary. That'll make the youngster feel better.
Yes, that is well played. Just using the angle, Vast just slanting it in towards leg stump. He's got inside it nicely and just used the wrist beautifully. He's bowled it about 80 miles an hour and he just flicked it away off the middle.
Short delivery and he's got him. The second time he's fallen to the pull shot. Sri Ram in a couple of days. He's disappointed, but the Sri Lankans are celebrating, and why not? 2 wickets they've taken.
And he must be absolutely distraught. That's the second time in 2 days that a fast bowler has got him out. It's just compulsive. He's got no option. He just can't help himself. As soon as he sees it in short, he likes to play the pull shot. That was too quick onto him. That was a good change of pace by Chaminda Vas. Hit high on the bat, just lobbed gently to Dilshan, made no mistake. Sri Ram back for 6, 24 for 2.
So Chaminda Vas has done the damage here for Sri Lanka. 2 wickets for him. And this should be a good contest. Pass to Tendulkar. Just stroking it on the offside, and it's passed off. The timing was good. So another boundary here for Sachin Tendulkar.
Timing was perfect. Just a little bit of width again. You've got to be so precise to Sachin Tendulkar. If it's slightly over-pitched, whack, and if it's slightly short, that also goes. Just stood up on it and hit through the line. Man's right back on the circle, not able to stop it. Beautiful acceleration of the hands through the hitting area.
Yes, that ball was travelling.
Well, that's well played. That's going to be 4. Beautifully hit away. On the ground too, but short. Oh, inside edge, that's lucky. That's very close to the leg stump. Sachin walking down the pitch almost as if to say, I deserve a bit of luck. Well, everyone thinks it's quite funny. Sachin never turned a hair, just walked straight down the pitch to have a chat with his partner. How long will this last? I'm not convinced. Not convinced this is the way to go at all. So there's the comparison. India way ahead. It's the point that Michael Holding was making. I mean, there's no real necessity for it. Sachin Tendulkar is such a good player. I just wonder what's going through his head for him to be going down this course. 48 for 2. Chances are there's a reason for it. I can't think of any good one, though. Oh, that one's gone whistling away. Straight down the ground for 4. Listen to the roar. That's an excellent shot from Robin Singh. Right through the line of the ball. That's a better shot. Right on top of it, he's managed to get it away for 4 square of the wicket on the onside. He's playing pretty well now, starting to warm to the task.
Can be a powerful hit of the ball, Robin Singh. I think that is why he has been elevated to this position. They know they need runs and read them quickly. But runs can be scored by playing reasonably normal shots. That was an orthodox shot. Ball short of a length, just pulling it in front of square. Immediately, Jayasuriya looks to make some changes to his field placing again. Deep backward square leg is going in. That means the fine leg has to come up inside the circle for both of them.
Zoysa again. Oh, he's got that fine. I think that was probably a little bottom edge. It's gone to the boundary. There's no one going to cut one that goes in that direction off, especially if there's bat on it.
With a change in the field, the man that's fine is inside the circle and the man deep is very square. Not in total control of that, Tendulkar, but got enough bat onto it to take it very fine.
And that's in the air. It'll be short. Oh, and just short. Just short. Good effort down there. Good attacking effort by the fieldsman. That's all you can ask for, Dav.
Sorry, Tony.
Good attacking effort by Boss.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful. If we had carried an extra 12 inches, I'm sure he would have got his hands well under that, but still it goes down as a chance, and you've got to take these half chances. Have a look at it now. Oh.
Well shot. Lovely shot. Into the fence for 4. I tell you what, Robin Singh has played some classic shots here today, and this is one of them.
Even more reason why there should not be any risk-taking at this stage. Robin Singh can play shots like that, and we already know Sachin Tendulkar's ability.
That's nicely played. 50 for Tendulkar. It's come in very quick time of just 41 balls. It says 48-50 in one-day internationals. Now that's hit straight. It'll beat Arnold.
That's a fine shot by Robin Singh. The ball spinning away. Getting it on the meat of the bat and hitting it over the bowler's head.
That's a cracking shot from Robin Singh. That was hit on the up. It wasn't a half volley, but he smashed it down the ground.
Oh, that was a real beauty. Powerfully struck. It almost took Tendulkar's head off at the non-strikers. Just see the power behind that shot. And Tendulkar gets away from it, and the ball just races through.
He smashed it again. This time wide of mid-off in the air, but again he finds the boundary. Consecutive boundaries here for Robin Singh.
A similar ball, slightly wider, and similar sort of shot, but again wider as well. So Robin Singh, not to be outdone. He too showing that he could be someone who could just go after the bowling. The Indians' intentions quite clear. They're not wasting too much time in playing down Muralitharan. They want to attack him. And one gets the feeling that there's been some sanity. A word from Tendulkar to Robin Singh.
In the air and taken. 200 wickets from Muralitharan. That's an excellent performance. He's beaten Robin Singh in the flight. India have lost their 3rd wicket.
So Robin Singh goes. A little bit of indiscretion. Nice flighted delivery. Muralitharan, he doesn't bother. And Robin Singh drives straight to Pulchandana. And Mukul Chandra, he doesn't miss many. See the delight in Muralitharan's face. He's picked up his 200th one-day wicket. Robin Singh, he goes. And the third Indian wicket falls for 99.
Calmly off the mark. Good over for the Sri Lankans. 3 runs and a wicket. India 100 for 3.
In the air, could be out, is out. Straight to Chamindavas. Murali is absolutely delighted, looking to go over the top. Sachin Tendulkar has lobbed it straight to Chamindavas. That's a big wicket for Sri Lanka. Their supporters are delighted. The main man is on his way back to the pavilion.
Not an easy man to get out of the ground, Muralitharan. Sachin Tendulkar knows he has the ability, thinks that he could have cleared that man at long on, but didn't. Good knock by him, not long enough for India's good. It's 109 for 4. Muralitharan to continue. 5 overs, 2 for 16 so far. Was that a catch? Yes, he took it just above the ground. Brilliant fielding again by the Sri Lankans, and another wicket goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you plant the foot down and then you wait for it. If it just bounces a fraction, he's waiting, Yuvraj. He's not convinced it went in. We'll see another picture of it. But he just planted the foot and then went after it with a bat. And when you're chasing that hard and it just spins and holds, which Murali always does, there's a bit of rough outside the off stump. He's hit it just enough in the air. You see the foot planted and just trying to square drive it. Magnificent catch. Straight in. Dilshan. He's done it again. And the spinners have got it over him at the moment. He's out for 7, 120 for 5.
9 runs added to the score in the 28th over. India need a further 166 of 134 balls. Muralitharan is about to bowl to Vinod Kamble.
Got him, cotton bowl, beautiful bowling, lovely flight and guile, a little bit of dip in that one too. That's Muralitharan at his best. It's the end of Kamble. Well, you could see him trying to draw him into that, and as he came down the wicket, he was never going to get there. And of course, the ball just dipped on him a little bit. Have a look at the facial expression there of Muralitharan.
Kamble never looked comfortable against Muralitharan. You could say Muralitharan, just the concentration, nicely flighted delivery, drawing Kamble into the drive, not up to it. And Muralitharan, he doesn't miss many of those, particularly off his own bowling. So the Sri Lankans have struck once again through Muralitharan. Kamble is gone, and the 6 wickets fallen for 129.
There he goes again, just getting it away into the middle. Into the gap there, so that's the end of the over. That brings up the 150, 6 wickets down.
That's pulled away nicely. Work for Zoyce and the deep, and a misfield. The pressure was put on him by the 2 batsmen running quickly. We saw him do this even in the last game Sri Lanka played. Just gets his eyes off at the last minute.
First boundary in a very long time, and it came by a mistake by Zoyce. Just a bit too anxious to get the ball into his hands.
Yes, he was grabbing for it in the end. That's picked away on the onside and into the gap. That's a fine shot from Vijay Dahya.
They'll need quite a few of these. good shot. Big gap between mid-wicket and long on.
And that's nicely struck on the offside. The timing is good too. Not to mention the placement.
Was very expensive in his first spell, Upashanta. Seemed as if nothing has changed. First delivery beautifully spanked through the offside.
That's down the way fine. That'll reach the boundary. This time he stayed where he was there and just used the bowler's space. Good deflection. That's a fine shot. And excellent work in the deep from Muralitharan. He had a lot of ground to cover.
Very good in the field, Muralitharan. He's very quick over the ground and has a very strong throw. Got him just hearing around the boundary.
So there it is, 42 overs have been bowled now, and just 8 overs to go. That one played away on the onside for yet another single, so they're running out of time now. 95 to win, and the required run rate over 12. That's in the air, and that is out as well. I don't think the reverse sweep is the answer when Muralitharan's bowling. He's already got 2 wickets when that's been attempted against him. So the end of quite a useful contribution from Badani, actually. 42 of 56 balls. He kept the ones coming. And he'd be a little bit disappointed that he wasn't able to see it all the way through.
There was some desperation that was setting in as far as Badani was concerned, and resorted to the reverse sweep, but Jayasuriya completes a very good catch. Badani's gone caught by Jayasuriya, and that's the 7th Indian wicket for 206.
That's in the air, and this is going to be out unless there's a collision. He's got it. That's Muralitharan now running across from his position behind the stumps. And so Muralitharan now has 6. No wonder he's smiling.
Yes, and Joshi looking to try and hit Muralitharan over the infield, not making much contact, spinning away from him, and making a bit of a hash of that. And a simple catch for Muralitharan. Calls out in time, and no doubt Muralitharan is delighted. Sunil Joshi, he's out, and that's the 8th Indian wicket down for 211. So the interest would be as to whether Murali could pick up another wicket or 2 in the next 3 balls.
Panjaman, just a quick one. I know it's quite difficult for you. Perhaps you're not even allowed to answer these questions to do with coaching, but I did read the other day where you were quoted as saying that you didn't see any reason why you should be playing second fiddle to anyone. By the way, before you answer that, this is in the air. It's going to be caught. Oh, we'll have to come back to that question in a moment. I just wanted to say that I agreed with you, but that's been hit down the ground. It's been caught out, and well, he's now got 7 wickets. These figures at the moment are the best figures ever in the history of one-day internationals here in Sharjah, and there have been more one-day internationals played here than anywhere else. So it's a great performance.
It is a great performance by Muralitharan.
Full toss and down to third man's form. That was, I think, a genuine edge. Just a little bit quicker that time. It was onto him before he really realised, but it's gone deflecting away to the boundary for 4. New one, Zoysa, who's added a slightly different dimension to this Sri Lankan attack. He's obviously quite fast. He's a left-arm bowler, and he gets some bounce as well. He's a very tall man. And that's bowled in. That's the end of that, I think, was the message. in Sharjah in this preliminary match to the final. They've won in fine style. They really have given the Indians a hiding. The big question is, can they repeat it on Sunday when they come round to playing the big one, the final, when it really matters?
India started off well with Tendulkar chasing the runs. They lost Ganguly early, but once the partnership between Tendulkar and Singh faded away, the rest really didn't come up with anything substantial, and India fell behind on the scoring rate, and wickets fell at regular intervals. The Sri Lankans all the time there, they kept on coming in on the Indians, and once Muralitharan entered, the Indians were all at sea, and those figures 7 for 30 tells the story.
294 for 5, India 226, Sri Lanka won by 68.
After the game, Michael Holding spoke to the man of the match and the winning captain.
I'd like to invite now the winning captain today, Sanat Jayasuriya. Sanat, congratulations, another big win.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. I thought the Mahila and Marwan put us in a very good position today, because we had a 240 partnership. I think we must thank Mahila and Marwan for brilliant performance today. We got a 296, and after that Murali ball, one of the best bowling performance today.
294 runs, you must have been quite confident after getting that many.
It is, yes, because it's a big score, but when Sachin was there, it was going either way, because he was batting well today. But I think the bowlers bowled really well, and spinners came and do the best, because Murali bowled superbly today.
With all the spinners in your team and you being able to use them, I'm sure you must have been quite happy that there wasn't a lot of dew around this evening.
Yeah, we were expecting a lot of dew, but it was not there today. We were managed to bowl all the spinners. We tried out Mahila and myself and Russell, and we bowled all 4 spinners today.
And Mutaya bowled beautifully.
He is always a match-winning bowler for us. Today he got best figures for world cricket. I think we must. He always bowled for Sri Lanka cricket. One of the best bowlers we have in the world today.
Certainly is, but you have got to now come back on Sunday and do it all over again.
You know, we always try to play positive cricket and good cricket, and we have been playing, and I hope our boys will continue the good form.
Okay, Sanat, good luck on Sunday.
Thank you, mate.
Sanat Jayasuriya, ladies and gentlemen, the winning captain today. We've got a couple of presentations to some gentlemen who did exceptionally well today. First of all, we have got the kit prize 6s. Sanat Jayasuriya, the winner of that again, he gets $1,000 US. And the presentation to be made by Mr. Mohammed Reda Abbas. And of course, the man of the match, none other than Muralitharan, with excellent figures of 7 for 30, the best figures in one-day international cricket ever. Presented by Mr. Mohammed Hanif. He gets his trophy and a check for $1,000 US as well. Well bowled, Murali. I suppose you must have enjoyed that.
Yeah, I enjoyed really, because Mahila and Marwan played brilliant innings, because 290 is a big score. When you have big scores, you can defend well.
You weren't afraid to give the ball a bit of air with 294 on the scoreboard?
Yeah, you can give a little bit of air, because then only you can get a little bit of wickets. So I thought today I did really well.
And of course, Sachin was the big wicket that you had to get.
Yeah, he's such a dangerous batsman. So I thought if we got Sarak Ganguly and Sachin, we have the game in our hand.
Okay, Mutaya, good luck, but you have got to do it again on Sunday.